actually good afternoon. I keep thinking it's morning, but I am glad you guys are here. It's been a long time coming. We have not done a Chris Watts live in quite a while. I am so thankful for all of you guys. Zowokians and future Zowokians, or people that are just coming by wanting to see what the live is about. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to dive into it in a couple minutes here. Of course, we're going to get in with I know you guys have been at church, but on this channel, for my diehard Zowokians, we're going to get into the Word of God before we get started. There's nothing wrong with getting in the Word of God, and we're going to go from there. We're just going to get everybody in here for a couple seconds here. Make sure everybody can get in, get situated, get your popcorn, get your drinks. I'm going to put on a little bit of this stuff, which is for my headache. For some reason, I'm getting a little headache because I've been doing a lot of fasting. So my body is kind of going into a little, I would say, shock. Z, my favorite YouTube. I never thought I'd be a favorite, but I'm glad you guys are all here. I don't know if I can go through everybody's names. There's so many new people here. Bless all of you guys for being here. I love you guys. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of Miss Nichol and Chris Watts today. We actually had somebody that saw her not too long ago that had reached out to me that said, yeah, it was her because they took her payment. She's still in America. She's not, I'm not going to say exactly where she is because that's not my intent. But this person reached out to me and told me and showed me the receipt. That's all they showed me was the receipt, because obviously we don't want to find out her account information. That's not what we're here for. But it was Nichol Kessinger, and she told me a little about the situation. And it's funny that when people see her, they will actually say her name, and she kind of does this. Again, we can't 100% validate it. It's just people's stories. Take it with what you will, if you believe it or not. But again, let's get into it. We got our red flag handy. We're going to be looking at some pictures. We're going to look at some notes. We're going to be talking to ChatGPT about the case and so forth. It's very interesting to talk to ChatGPT to see what its take is on certain things. I'm also going to take questions for you guys of things that you guys would love to know when it comes to the Chris Watts case. We can dissect it, we can debate, we can discuss, and for the next hour, we're going to enjoy each other's not companionship. We're not dogs here. We're going to enjoy each other's company. There you go. So again, I thank you guys all for taking the time on your Sundays, which is a time of rest, a time of relaxation, and of course, a time with the Lord, which every day you should give to the Lord. For those haters that come in and go and sit there and say that I'm a fake religious man, I am not a fake religious man. The Lord is my Savior. The Lord is our King, and we're going to get into it. I'm going to get crying again because I cry every single time I talk about the Lord. And of course, because He's almighty, He's all powerful, He's our King, He's our God Almighty, He's the King of the universe, He's the one that made us. You can't debate about it any more than that. So without further ado, let's get into the Word of God. Again, it says 1 minute with God with men. The only reason why it says this is because I think it's the man that's supposed to lead the family. It's nothing about men are better than women. I want to make that very clear. Because somebody told me the other day that I'm a sexist man, that I think that women are below me. No, I do not. We are equal. I don't care what color you are, what gender. I don't care how old you are, unless you're over the age of 18. Because this channel is not necessarily for children that need to learn about murder and crime. Yes, I do play video games, but there are some people out there that love the content of gaming with us as being old. So again, with all you guys being here, let's get into it. I believe she was in on it. Oh, I agree, Georgia or Georgina. Georgina. When I think of Georgina, I think of Mean Girls. So don't take any heart to that. What's the Obsession? Hello, how are you? If you guys have not checked out What's the Obsession, she does great deep dives. I'd still love to do a live with her, but definitely check out our channel. Just click on her name, go over there, check her out. She's been on the Watts case, I'm pretty sure since almost day one. I just got here like 2-3 years ago. So, but that being said, let's get into the Word of God. For his talk today. You okay? I put on some of my oil, peppermint oil, and it's kind of leaking down and getting in my eye. So a little, it's natural headache reliever. I don't want to keep taking Tylenol all the time. So that's why I'm trying to do this. But yes, let's get into the Word of God. Let's see what he has to say for us today. So, distress. Very good one for today. Distress. What should I do when I am distressed? Certain actions have been predictable reactions. If you try to stop a speeding car with your bare hands, you will get run over, of course. We would never do this, but the Bible talks about another kind of act that is a predictable consequence: sin. God's word makes it clear that sin always hurts us because it separates us from God himself, our source of mercy and blessing, and puts us in the shadows of the enemy. Giving into temptation puts us right in the middle of the road where evil hurtles us towards that high-speed car, being run over by the consequences of sin, causing great distress in our lives. Not all distress is caused by our sinful actions, but the next time you are distressed, as the people of Israel were, your first response should be to check your heart and your actions to see if there are areas of your life in which you are giving into that sin. Then get off the road of temptation before the consequences of sin run you over. Return to the Lord and cry for his mercy. God has a soft spot for humble and repentant people. God's response. The Israelites did what was evil in the Lord's sight. They abandoned the Lord. He sold them to their enemies all around, and they were no longer able to resist them. Every time Israel went out to battle, the Lord fought against them, bringing them defeat, just as he promised, and the people were very distressed. This is in Judges 2:11 through 21 or 12 and 14 and 15. And then God's promise to us: I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfill his purpose for me. Psalm 57:2. Now, what really stands out for me is you could have a lot of distress in your life. You could have a lot of sin that you don't necessarily want in your life. But how are you going to get away from that sin if you are continuously going in the direction that is allowing for that sin to be in front of you, and it's hard for you to get out of that sin without the Lord and asking for repentance, asking for God? I mean, just the other day, I think it was like 1 or 2 days ago, I felt like I was still not on the right path. I felt like I needed God's, and I just broke down and I said, forgive me, Father, and do not forsaken me. I'm telling you, I've never felt so much peace after saying that. It's just, I felt so much rejuvenation after saying that prayer. It doesn't take a lot to pray. God doesn't care how you pray, as long as you pray to him. Don't pray what you want. Yes, you want to have things in your life, but you also don't want to pray about everything you want, because you seem needy. You want to pray to or with the Lord rather than to him. He wants your heart. He doesn't want your desires. He wants your heart. A lot of our desires are earthly pleasures, money, a hot girl that somebody sees, or a girl that wants this hot guy, being run over by the consequences of our sin. Sorry to bring it back there. I couldn't help it. I mean, Kelly, you're completely right. I mean, I don't think this woman has ever repented her sins and her destruction in this case, because if she would, she wouldn't be hiding. I wholeheartedly believe that. But again, if you don't give yourself 100%, why should God give himself to you 100%? God's always there. It takes no negativity or any part of your life away for giving yourself to him. He sent us into this world of the earth for our fleshly desires, but he also wants to see if we come back to him. Give not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. Oh yeah, we know that there's people that sit there and say that, oh, I'm not following him. Why not? There's no negative or there's no downward spiral to walking with the Lord. He's always there. You might as well be with him. So, again, we always read when I remember. Usually my Zowokians are the ones that get into it and look into it or remind me of it. But I do lives almost every single day. Usually now I'm going to try to do it where Sundays are going to be off. But I know that a lot of people are home for the day of Sundays. And a lot of people like to get into the nitty gritty of the lives and so forth. And we haven't done a live, bro, G on the coffee. I had 2 coffee. I had the mushroom rise coffee. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I need more connections to divine in my life. Watts, or Kelly, you're always welcome here. Again, I'm only a messenger. I'm the person that brings you to the Lord, but it's for you to, or like, as in a, how they say it? I'm the one that brings you to the water. It's for you to drink the water. I'm only trying to bring more people to Christ because I want to see you guys there. The more of us there, the more power in prayer, the more power in love. This world needs God. This world needs Jesus. And I cry because I'm an emotional guy and I love Jesus. I'm not faking this. So, with that being said, just if you have doubts, if you have sadness, if you have anxiety, depression, talk with him. Put a chair in front of you. He's there. He's with us. Don't think he's not there. He is there. I can feel him. I wish I felt him more, but I wouldn't say that's the mystery, but if we all were accepted, or I would say not accepted, but if we were all had Jesus right in front of us, there would be no need for faith. He wants us to dive into him. He wants our heart. The demon or the devil wants our soul. Jesus just wants your heart. Pray. God doesn't, like some people have asked me, I don't know how to pray. Just talk. Just talk to him. That's all he wants. So, with that being said, let's get into it. The first thing I want to show you guys is somebody left a message on here. I hope this person's name on the top is okay. And I've always said this too, before we get started into this too, I'm always a message away. I've had so many, if not hundreds and thousands of people. I try to keep up with you guys. I surely do, but I'm always here to talk. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I might be sleeping, but just know that I'm here to talk with you guys. I'd rather you be here than think you're not important. Everybody deserves to be here. Everybody deserves to have life until our Lord calls us home. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to get off here, or not get off here, is we're going to look at this. Hopefully this person's okay with me showing it. I mean, their name is right here, unless it would be anonymous. So we have here, where's my camera? There it is. Okay. So, beg a pardon of the word, see there. I don't want to say that. And if you guys don't, how do we reach you? The best way to reach me is Instagram. For some reason, Facebook is all over the place. Half the time I get your messages, half the time I don't. Twitter, don't even bother with Twitter. Twitter is just another outlet for me to publicize my links for the YouTube channel. Never understood the Bible stuff. Help me understand, Sister Jamie. Right? Open the dang book. Because when it comes down to, I know we're getting off topic here, but Christ is important, obviously. But when it comes to the thous and thou shalt not, it's a little bit harder to understand. But the best way to do it is open the dang book up. So I got an action Bible. I have spiritual warfare prayers. I have the Bible study guide. I have 1 minute with God. Also, you know how easy it is just to talk to him? I have God is in control. I have this all over my stuff. I have crosses. I have my it was then that I carried you. I had this since basic training. I never lost it because God is always with you. I have my remembrance. So if there is temptation, I look down, my Jesus is right there. I've always had this in my streams or my videos. You can look all back at, just open the dang book. People have come to me, so I don't know what I'm doing. I can only direct you in the right way. I'm not 100% a pastor. I don't want to be a pastor. I want to help save people. Because all of us deserve to be saved. But that sneaky little Satan tries to weasel himself in to try to think that you're not good enough, that you're not going to be the best you can be. You need to strive to be better than you were yesterday. That is the main goal, is to strive to be better than we were yesterday and to know more about Christ. I have so many books here. It's called Open the Book. And this book, I don't know where I got it from my parents. But it's so good. It's like so easy. Like you open it up and it goes like the first one right here, Leviticus. It gives you all this stuff chopped up from the book if you don't understand the Bible. For some people, I mean, there's 66 books, but this just makes it studied version. Just open the book. Find. God is not going to come to you. You need to come to him. Because he wants you to come to him. As a parent wants their child to come to them. He's our Father. That's all you got to do. As easy as that. But again, Instagram is the easiest way to get a hold of me. Facebook, again, it's only an outlet to publicize my channel and so forth. But Instagram says because you don't follow me. I think you can send it. I think I have to accept it. But please rethink your promotion of tarot. I'm not promoting tarot cards. I want to make that very clear. I'm not promoting it. I just want to see and talk about it. I'm not promoting them. I know that we need to do a live my experiences with the book of spiritual warfare as it relates to this case. I will email. Oh, yes, Kelly, please do that. I'd love to see that. I have a Bible study, publications. They're so easy. But yeah, I'm not promoting tarot cards. It's like reading a book. I mean, my comic book, as an example, okay? I know it's not real. This is just a story. Tarot cards are telling a story. It's not real. Because as in faith, we're not supposed to follow tarot cards. We can watch it, doesn't mean, all right, we can look at it, doesn't mean that we're involving ourselves in it. He doesn't want you to read, he doesn't want you to believe it. I don't necessarily, I don't believe in tarot card, but the way that like I watch Sage, the story that it tells, it's interesting. Do we believe in it? That's for you to decide. I'm just bringing it to you. If you don't believe in it, that's okay. If you do believe in it, that's on you. Again, I don't believe in It's been said that the Bible is shallow enough for a child to wade in and keep enough in an elephant to bathe in. Wow, that's deep. I don't agree. Zowoki tarot seems to have a hold on people. I can tell you right now, my community, it has no hold over them. It doesn't tell us what to do. We can watch it, like Ouija boards. I ain't touching it. Do I believe in Ouija boards? I'd rather not deal with it and just stay from afar than believe in it. That's why I stay away. If I see somebody doing tarot cards, like when I was in college, there would be this woman out there. Her name was Sarah. She would sit out there in the common area doing tarot card reading. I just walk away. So I'm not promoting the tarot card. I'm promoting the channel. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. I'm not making you watch it. But again, let's get into it. The Lord is there for you. I'm here for you. I love each and every one of you. We're supposed to love each other, even our enemies. And for those that I've had enemies with, which is ridiculous, that I'm just trying to find out the truth, and I have enemies, unfortunately, I still love them. I forgive them. So, again, Instagram, you can try to reach me at TikTok. Sometimes that works through messaging. I've seen there, but sometimes the messages get all over the place. What Jesus told us is so modern, so intelligent, so elegant. We don't have to act right. It's just something for us to watch. I'm not telling you to believe in it. It's, again, I bring you to the water. You decide if you want to take it with which you will. I don't agree with it. I just like the story it tells. So here we go. So this is what this person wrote on here. Again, we can't validate this for 100% confirmation. I'm not saying, and like people would be like, Zowoki said it was fact. I did not say it was fact. I just said, this is what was presented to me. What do you think? Do you believe this or not? I love how people will go off the tangent saying that I said that this was fact. No, I did not. You're the best. Well, I'm not the best. I'm just a plain old guy here. Okay. I'm just a plain old guy that loves to bring content, smiles. And like I said before, people sit at home and they don't have anybody to talk to. Their family is gone. Their friends are gone. They just want somebody to talk to. I'm here. And excuse me, watch the attitude. My light was going off here. There's so many people that have brought and became friends in this community. And I don't want to take, what's it called? Credit for that. Because God is the one that brought us together. He's brought so much of us as friends. People are saying that they've had coffee on lives, or they've talked to each other through FaceTime, that they're having movie nights together. I just love it. If Nichol watches your channel, then she lied about not having social media. That woman has social media. She's just using it under a different alias. Yep, I'm argophobic. What does that mean? I think the tarot is a down doorway. And wait a minute, Zoe, you can not say tarot does not have a hold on your community. It grips vulnerability, be people who are drawn to the kindness, just being real. I wholeheartedly believe that. But on a lot of my videos, I've said, I don't believe in it. If you watch it, great. If you don't want to watch it, that's the cool thing. People can sit there and click it if they want to or not. But if you watch it and then yell at me, you watched it, not me. Kind of thing. But I want to get into the Chris Watts stuff now. Because I don't want you guys to be here like, can we talk about Chris Watts, please? I see Chris Watts is still a top, or it's definitely a very hot topic. The reason why it's a hot topic is because of Miss NK. Miss NK is, if you've been on the Chris Watts train as long as like Kelly has been, myself, I mean, I just got here 2-3 years ago. We can see the complete BS that this woman has done. And we've seen all the direction that this negativity has impacted with people that have looked into this case. There's something here, and it all points into the direction of NK. That's why this case is continuously talked about. is NK. And all the little strings that are on the board of what's going on with this case is NK. And for those people that want to sit there and say, get over it, move on, who are you? Who are you to tell us what we can look at and not look at? Here on this channel, we do not disrespect. And for those haters that want to sit there and say that I'm spreading hate, I'm not. So, yes, God gives us freedom. We are not slaves of tarot cards. It's an earthly desire, a flesh desire. Your soul is the one that decides if it's good or bad. I'm just reading it. But that's the thing nowadays is people don't understand that we can debate, we can discuss, we can have our differences, and we can still get along. Why do we have to hate on each other? Trinity, I hope you feel better. We just want her talked to. We want her investigated. That's all we want. She is sitting on the fence. Guilty's here, innocence is here. We have nothing. And they tell us to deal with it. No! Anywho, this April Kessinger said that she met the blank when she was in Portland, Oregon. And I've been there too. I've been to Portland when I was in the military. Zowoki, I mean that respectfully, but it may have I understand, Kelly. That's why I don't do a lot of it. There's a lot more that people have sent me when it comes to it. I don't do a lot when it comes to the spiritual and all that stuff when the tarot cards. That's why I've kind of tried to get off that subject. DAA Rourke's term is up in 2029. We have so many Kellys. I know it's been a while, but since I've been alive, it's okay, Reddish. The gaming ones or the building ones, they're not for everybody. I try to do so many different things here to pertain to all people. Chris Watts' case, yeah, it exploded my channel. But that's not the only thing that exploded my channel. My religion or my religious faith, my body cam footages, my scary content. Everybody's coming from all different aspects of my channel. I love so many different hobbies. We're getting ready to do fishing with Zowoki. A lot of you guys have never, like, there's people on here that never thought they would game. They're playing the games. They're doing things that they never thought. There's people that never thought they would get into Funko Pops, and now they have 20. It's just, I'm bringing all this stuff for all of us to enjoy. So, Portland, Oregon, right after she disappeared, she came into the store I worked at. At the time, I knew it was her. When I heard her talking, which is kind of like nails on the chalkboard, and then seeing her necklace, she's still wearing the same necklace that Chris gave her. The second time she came in, I said, hi, Nichol. She could have been on a vacation. I know where she lives. I have her address. I'm not going to give it out. That's not why I'm here. I know where she lives. I know what she does for a living. I'm not going to say it because, one, that's a completely other direction that I'm not here for. I just want her talked to. Claire can even tell you, I trust Claire so much that I've showed Claire. Claire can be my vouch. She's seen it. She's seen the paperwork. There's more that I have. But I can't because of, one, legal reasons that I've promised those people. Because if it does get out that they could be having safety concerns. And I'm not here to get Nichol hurt. I want her interrogated properly. Those interviews that she's had are completely, ridiculously false narratives to make her look like she is a victim. Claire can vouch for me. I've showed her. I need more people on my side. So I was like, Claire, Claire's been such a great I'm the owner of the channel. She's my manager. She runs the channel when I can't. Red Crime Files in chat. What's up? Hallelujah. More channels. Love it. What I want to do is get like 6 people in a live that have been doing the Chris Watts case. Kelly from Watts the Obsession, myself, Red Crime Files, Rocks from Deep Dive with Rocks, Patty. I want to get like our ATS News. I want to get the ladies that I've done. You know the ladies I'm talking about. What's their channel? True. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. It's been so long since I've talked to them, but I want to talk to them and so forth. But I want to get like 6 of us together. I feel you, Zowoki, but this will never happen. Never say never. Never say never. There's things moving. Edward from the Criminal Minds. It's moving. I'm going to not what's that called promote, but I'm going to not pay, but endorse. I'm going to endorse the new DA. I'm going to endorse the lawyers that are going to take into this. I have 2 lawyers that were looking into deep dives into Nichol Kessinger legally. You guys see what's happening in front of us right now, but there's things in the backgrounds that I'm trying to figure out that is a legal, respectful way in obtaining information or going down the direction of getting NK shown. Dissertations. I've been typing up my dissertation this entire time. I know True Crimes After Dark. I think that's what it is, Lucky Delgado. Is it? I'd have to look at that again. But I want to get us together for a like complete podcast. There you go. 50 Shades of Madness. There you go. Thank you, Cutsby Carson. I want to get those ladies. Lovely ladies. Okay. But there's things in the work. I tell you right now. There's things in the work. Things are coming. When that DA is gone, yes, the Chris Watts case can't open, but there's going to be a case of Nichol Kessinger. She was never cleared. She was never even looked at. They just grabbed the information and was like, yep, we're done. There is more to this. I'm telling you. I've talked to legal. I've talked to DAs, retired, that are still in office. There are things that can be done. But we have to do it the legal way. We cannot do it illegally. We have to fact check everything. We have to make sure that we're not pulling strings. That's why when I look at some of these AI channels, we're not watching them for facts. We're watching them to also not discredit, but also deny if it's true or not. Because there's some wild claims out there. They're like, what? Organize it. I'll be there. I had a crazy OG panel the other day and it was enlightening. Okay. We'll be in talks, Kelly. But that's the thing too, is it's really hard to get everybody together with everybody's busy schedules and so forth and everything that goes on. It's a lot to worry about and try to figure out who's going to be here, how they can be here, because I want everybody to be involved. This is not just a one person thing. And again, for those haters out there, I don't want publicity. I don't care about riches. Like people are saying, oh, you're just making money off of it. We're not making money off the Chris Watts case. You watching the video with the ad that's on here, that's what is the pay. We're not asking for, I've never asked for money. I've never put on my account, buy me a coffee, donate to the channel. You will never see any of that. I've always said, Plunder, that's another one. I want Plunder on here. Plunder, lovely woman, so sweet. I want her on here. But right now she has respectfully declined right now at this moment, which I understand. And am I going to get mad at Plunder? No. So, reading into this, she came in and said she looked in like a deer in the headlights when she said her name. She looked at her. But all the people around, she was the only one that looked. She's never changed her name. The rumor is of she went into witness protection. She was trying to get it. She never got it. She's not Nicole Sophia Miller. She's still signing Kessinger, Nikki Kessinger. Nichol Kessinger. She's never changed her name. Hello, Dawn. Hello, KT, Kelly. There's so many Kellys here. Claire, Forever Autumn. So many people that I haven't seen in a while. New faces. Jen, Law, Kelly Watkins, Aaliyah, Vita Robinson. Hello, Rose, Stacy. I try to call out as many as I can. Clover DeBeach. She was there. I don't know if she's necessarily there. So she could have just went in and out. I know where she lives. She doesn't live in Portland, Oregon. Hello, you Asum? Chris Watts needs life in prison for those sliders he wore. Like he said, when he got caught to his mother. Oh yeah. Chris Watts will not be open. Can't open really at this point and doesn't need to be open. It's a separate investigation. It's active and will be deleted. And I will be deleting this message. What? But the Chris Watts case is closed. It's done. It's over with. But there is a way to open a case against Nichol because she was never looked at. There is information that's in front of us that shows so much deception and can be open. I've talked to DAs. I've talked to professionals. I've talked to judges. Well, people think that I make all these millions of dollars. It's like I make jack squat enough to take care of my family, and I pay so much in taxes, it's ridiculous. I pay more in taxes than I receive. Minnesota sucks. Minnesota tax was higher than federal. It's ridiculous. Okay. But when she looked at this person, she looked pissed. She's like, oh gosh. So let's get into ChatGPT. So what I typed in right in the beginning, I followed you on the other channels and totally do not understand why Nichol has not gotten away with this. You are fab for continuing this. Let's get just some justice. I want justice for or the people that think that I'm obsessed with Shanann. Like, I'm not obsessed with Shanann. Shanann was a true soul, an innocent soul. She was just trying to provide for her family. She was a very lovely woman that loved her children. You can see it in her lives. Okay, yeah, she had a boisterous, kind of blunt attitude, but that doesn't make her bad. Is it possible that Kessinger is a FBI informer? The only reason why the DA said bombshell is because Nichol threw Chris under the bus and said where everything was. Nichol knew. Nichol knew everything. She took a deal. But when that DA is gone, that deal is voided. Just saying. Okay. The Russian, that's another one. Dominic, that Russian that on Unapologetically Me True Crime, that's another one I want in my lives. Her deep dives are fantastic. The way that she found this information, the calls, stating that we need to talk about your name change in the witness protection. A couple days after the final interview, there's a lot of info well, definitely give it to me. I would love to see it. But also, Kelly, I have a lot of information that voids all of this. About the witness protection, she was shown it, but it was never able to be given to her because there was no credibility of why she needed it. She just claimed to be a victim. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait 3 more years, but there's so much information that I have that is ridiculous, and we've shown credit. I've paid for lawyers to look at this so I could do it legally. Duty only stands if she does not lie. Oh, yeah, and she lied, didn't she not? She lied terribly. That's a crime in itself, is lying to investigators. That's a lie in itself. You can go to jail for lying and giving non-credible information. No, Minnesota does. Tax-wise, and the Minneapolis, it sucks. I mean, for like the small locations that we're in, beautiful people. Love it. Love the people and so forth. But okay, let's read this. Okay. So I typed in, tell me your thoughts about the Chris Watts case and the the questions that are still unanswered, and the mystery about the mistress and if she could or be or not be involved in the analysis. Again, we can't take this heartily because footsteps of murder. Oh yeah, footsteps of murder. Fantastic job as well. The Chris Watts case is legally closed. Legally closed. But analytically, if it still leaves gaps that could have people keep digging, the key is separate what's proven from what feels unresolved. And again, we can all discuss, debate, have our differences, and still be civilized people. We don't have to hate people because we don't agree. That's why people are so into the, oh, you don't agree with me? I hate you. I want you canceled. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But hello, regardless. There's so many Kellys in here. The phone pinging. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on this phone pinging. I have a friend that deals with, he does things with Verizon. Literally, we've gone down this rabbit hole. The only times that woman pinged in Frederick, Colorado was the 2 to 3 times that she spoke of. The 3rd, the 14th, and the 18th. She was not there long for the 18th, but she made a call to Brittany the day on the 18th. We've seen it in the information. Those 3 times she pinged in Frederick, Colorado. The one time that she says that she never was there was the day of the murders. But why did her phone ping there? Consolidate legal funds. I'm not taking money for this. I'm doing this pro bono. Don't donate. Thank you, Mary, but no one needs to donate to St. Jude's, Veterans of America, Cancer Research. I thank you for the donation, but please do not donate. I would give to see the eyes of the deeder. All right. That crazy crime chick. Her stuff is fantastic. I don't want anything money-wise for this case. I'm doing this pro bono. I'm doing this for free. I just want the exposure of innocence or guilt. We have nothing. Okay. What's firmly established right now is Watts murdered Shanann and their daughters Bella Watts and Celeste Watts in August of 2018. Another thing I wanted to get into, another mistress that I do not like. And when I say do not like, it's because they knew. They knew and did nothing about it. The Caleb Flynn case, where he had murdered his wife because he wanted to start a new life with his mistress. She knew about it because he texted her. She didn't delete it because she probably was sleeping at the time. Or she knew about it and did nothing about it. That mistress, because he texted her, she should be. Again, it's like the people when they drive the murderer to the place of the murder. They didn't know the person was going to murder this person. But it happened. That driver is also included. I really don't understand why people come on here, watch your show, and then, yeah, they show their hate. Like, if you don't, like, we could debate and discuss and still be civil. But again, another mistress case. Stop being mistresses. Stop cheating on your spouses. We wouldn't have these stupid cases that people go down the rabbit holes on if you would just keep your things in your pants and stay with your wife and husbands. That's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Gotta hop off. No problem, Kelly. Have a good day. I was a site acquisition specialist before behavioral therapist. Oh, I'd like for you to review my video on the details of the hard ping. If you are interested, I have a hard evidence. If you want, I could look at it. That's fine. But even it's hearsay, she said kind of thing. I just want her looked at. That's all we want. The Freemason stuff, I am not even touching that stuff. I'm not. or like the babysitter. The babysitter was questioned harder by Kobach than Nichol was. No, I'm saying I personally have paid plenty in legal fees. You and I should consolidate in what oh, okay. Yeah. Some things that I've had to pay for legal reasons because I want to make sure I'm investigating legal ways. People don't realize that. We've paid for legal stuff. You've probably paid for a lot more, Kelly, because you've been on this case a lot longer than I have. But I've paid for legalized information because these people that do come forward, they do have to be paid. And I have paid. Nobody says anything about that. Oh, Zowoki just gets all this money for himself. Okay. Graham said we didn't ask because we already knew about NK. It means that they called on the Monday and as set herself up as innocent helper vert. Yeah. You think she was this born again person. I've thought about that, Jersey girl, but the thing is I can't wean out the weird people. Like they would get on here and start saying all of the words that you can't say on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. Reddish, my daughter sends hugs to you, Mr. Z. Well, thank you. Hand hugs. I'm working on a video right now on Caleb Flynn. This is my break. I haven't seen hard evidence to text her. Oh, I have it. I have it. I have it. Kelly, if you want it, I have it. Let's be careful with the young, that way. Again, I don't want to shame anybody, but if you have information that shows that you knew, jig is up. Was in a full control of that he should have never been there. That father should have never been in there. The babysitter didn't even have her dad in there, and she was underage. She was interrogated more than NK was. But anyways, he confessed to multiple times with shifting details and pled guilty. I'm still wish-washy about that. His stuff is contradictive every single time. I've asked, I said, if anybody has any information, ex-boyfriends, friends that used to be with her, I'll pay for an interview, but you're going to need to prove your connection with her. I'm not just going to take some Joe Schmo that says, yeah, I knew her, tells me this stuff and expects to be paid. No, I need to know exactly how you knew her, credible sources that you've had with her, and so forth like that, but legal ways. Legal. I'm not doing this illegally. She's not gonna. I've asked for her to come on here, text me, but who knows? What am I? Okay, hold on. Dominic, please invite. Right? I honestly think, no lie, Kelly or Nichol Kessinger knows Kelly. She knows me. She knows all. She's watching us. She is a Googler. She's a YouTuber. And all she would have to say is, yeah, I was there or I was not there. Okay? We can't use polygraphs because it's not admissible in court. You can't use it. Yeah, I've asked for Sean. If Sean's around, I will pay for your interview, dude. You have information. I hope, oh, you love my shirt? Thank you. It's like a Viking thing I bought on TikTok for $10. Why does her parents press this issue? Whose parents? Or like the whole drunk phone call from the cousin. Why would the family of Nichol Kessinger have to go into hiding? That makes no sense. Shanann's parents. Why doesn't her parents press the issue? Shanann's parents have been through enough. They've been through so much. NK said he sucked in Ben. Why hasn't? Yeah, if he sucks in Ben, expose her. Expose her. If I would expose if somebody sat there and said that I sucked in Ben. I've never had that problem. But anyways, off topic. Bodies were recovered at the oil sites. He is serving multiple life sentences. From a legal standpoint, there is no ambiguity, I said that wrong, about who committed the murders. He said it, but like Tammy said, wait, we're not done. Don't forget to let us know if you find out about the Vivint system. I'm looking into that system. That system is very wanky, how Chris did it. I want to figure out about the Vivint system, but again, I have to do it legal way, because if I say this isn't, or if I say something bad about the Vivint system, they could come back at me, and I don't want that. I don't want to be portrayed as not doing this the right way. Again, there's a lot of on the channel that I've reacted to. Again, I'm not Kelly. Kelly is like a true crime channel where she dissects the facts and so forth. I'm reacting. I'm giving my 2 cents and my opinions and doing a little bit of research, but I'm not like Kelly. Kelly's going down this rabbit hole a lot more than I have. So if you want like true crime where they dissect it like Plunder or Kelly, they're more of your deal. I'm like a friend that we sit there and we talk and we're like, yeah, we're on the couch and we're like, yeah, this girl was involved in some shape or form. That's what I am. But yeah, that Vivint system, there's something wanky going on with that. Because he had control over the Vivint system. The garage door, the one that was not the outside, the one inside, kept opening and shutting when he left. The door that opens up this way, not the door that goes up like this. The door kept going off. We saw it in the file. Because he said to what's her name? Nichol, how are you touching the door inside? She says, I'm not. It was Nick that was on the garage door that goes up and down. So how is the door inside going open? There's missing details, missing text messages that I've seen that I've never seen before. And I can't show them because I can't prove it. I have to prove it. Like Kelly says, we have to prove the facts. And some people will look at my information that I have and go, oh, Zowoki said it's fact. I didn't say it's fact. I said, you take it with what you will. Think if it's right or not. And let's go from there. Nancy G, I want to know where that woman is. She's still missing. And that's the thing too, is I want to get into other cases. Yes, the Watts case holds very dear to me because family was removed for stupid. Again, family should never be removed. Anyways, nobody should be murdered. I think Kessinger did something with Gino back in the day. Hook up one night. Who knows? I think so, but that's just my opinion. I can't prove it. But don't say that, oh, Zowoki is spreading lies. I'm watching with you like we're sitting on a couch and you're just watching it through a screen rather than us sitting next to each other. And because you don't agree with my opinion, I have to be canceled. There is how many is that? I think it was 2.1 thousand people that do the Chris Watts case. Zowoki, Red Crime was just in here on the Vivint. I will try to find some older videos to you. All legal. Okay, perfect. I want legal stuff. I don't want fake stuff. And when I watch like the AI channels, we watch to debug or we watch to see if it's actually truth. A lot of them say, oh, this is fact, but they don't show us anything. Again, we watch, we react, we commentate, we share our opinions. If you don't like that kind of content, I'm not telling you you have to be here. I believe that Chris Watts met NK still to this day. Nichol Kessinger knew Shanann was pregnant. She knew that they were married. There's a difference between separation and divorce. If they're separating, hands off. You don't touch until the divorce papers are there. Hey, thanks. That was really nice compliment. I appreciate it. I try hard to quadruple fact check, fully vet, and 100% transparency except when serving by legal papers, and I can't. Agreed. And I hate that people that hate us, Kelly, like you and I, they'll twist the words to make it look like we're the bad guys. We're just talking. We're allowed to talk and debate. It's a free country in America. And people have so changed the freedom of speech. I love you too, Don. Tarot cards are a dark side to it. We should exchange notes. I have 173 pages. I don't have that much. I have like 70 maybe of information that I wish I could release, but I can't. I can't even say things on my own channel. This is kind of refreshing, right? And there's like so much Watts the Obsession, Kelly, Claire, my manager of my channel. She's my go-to woman. She's my manager or my mom manager moderator. I've showed her things that have blown her, well, I wouldn't say blown her mind, but it shows like a Pandora's box. I needed some more people in my corner to believe me, because I'm like, I'm not making this up. And I've gone down other avenues of the Chris Watts case, but I'm also trying to incorporate other cases. But everybody wants me to keep doing Proud Zowokian. Yeah, Jenna, or Jen's Gypsy. Are you related to, and that's another one. I'm going to watch what I say about this person. Gypsy. That's all I'm going to say. She's going after people because they have her TikToks, and she's using the copyright strikes so wrong. So I removed the 4 videos that I had of Gypsy. I'm not dealing with it. Unanswered questions by Shelly. I don't think I've seen unanswered questions by Shelly before, or Shell. Trinity is such a beautiful soul. She's amazing. Did Kelly, or where's Claire? Keep doing it. Cecile Watts? Cecile, are you related to the Watts family by chance? Don't forget to hit the like button. Team Z. Team Justice. That's what we want. Team Justice. I think we have 50%. Chris is right where he needs to be, but somebody, and I've never said that Nichol needs to be in for life, but she needs to be held accountable for her deception. Or if she was involved, how far and how much of that should she be accountable or held accountable for? Yeah, what's the, like Maddie said, what's the problem with investigating Nichol? They talk about money as an issue. I guarantee they spent worse in stupider places. About God are amazing and very inspirational. Man, thank you of your word. Of course, Black Diamond. I'm not hiding my faith. I'm not hiding this is 100% me. If you don't like it, there's a button that says skip, or there's a button that says go to the next video. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Claire can vouch for me. She's seen things that are like, there's never been a name change. I can tell you that she's never had a child. She never had Chris Watts' child. I can prove this, but I have to prove it legal. But again, there's a difference between separating and divorce. She knew that they were together. On the Facebook post, there's no information that shows that they were going through divorce or separation. She Googled Shanann a year prior, September. Then she Googled her again. Why did also Nichol Kessinger Google Ronnie Watts on the day of the murder? Why did she Google crime does pay? It's expensive. It's ridiculous. Claire is not the only one on your side, Z. Oh, I know, Trinity. I'm not saying that you're not. Trust me, I'm not. You're not. That's not what I'm saying. Don't think that I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I can vouch for you, Z. I don't mind saying it. Thank you, Claire. Trinity, I'm not discrediting you. I love you too. You really think she didn't change her name? I have proof that she didn't. I have proof that she never changed her name. I have signed documents, but I can't publicize it because I don't know how to do it legal. I can't just put it out there and expect not to get in trouble. I have to do it the legal way. And it takes time. It takes money. I'm paying for legal things, lawyers and stuff like that, and private investigators. And with the private investigators, we have to watch what we do legal ways. Don't be sad, Trinity. I don't want you to be sad. You are very important. Don't get me. You are very important. Said that before the inquiry, they couldn't take her hands off of each other. I still wholeheartedly think too, if she never went to North Carolina, she might still be here. With her going to North Carolina, it gave the opening for Chris to just have Nichol Kessinger so much. It might be, Trinity. I know when I'm sick, I'm so vulnerable to emotions. Can you send that shirt to Sydney, please? I love it. You're looking... it also comes like with elbow pads, and then it's kind of like this ruffle. It's on TikTok. It's like $10. I can send you the link. If you message me, I can send you the link. I'm not looking to get paid on TikTok. But anyways. Where the question comes from. His changing story. It's always changing. Okay? Watts gives inconsistent versions, initial denials, and again, the science of linguistics and forensic linguistics, body language and word usage, it's only evolving. Tammy was Rourke's soldier. I don't think Tammy did a bad job. I think she had her hands tied. She was not, yeah, NK's cousin. It was NK. Okay, I tell you that right now. She also Googled, yeah, right? The haters will be like, you don't know what you're talking about. That's completely false. It's in the documents. It's not a typo. Going back to that, she Googled the address of their location or the house the morning of the murders. Why else would you need to Google the address of the murder or the murder house the day of the murders to know where to go? Oh yeah, I'm doing this all legal. I'm making sure that all my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted, okay? I tell you that 100%. But I can't, people are like, just release it. I have to do it legally. I have to do it professionally. And I have to do it respectfully. I'm not like some Joe Schmo at these other journalist people that just throw things out there and don't care the repercussions. I know, but the haters are the ones that just, it really bothers you. It just, like, yeah, who Googles that stuff? Or man says he's wants to marry, or how do you say it? Man says he's leaving his wife for his mistress, but he was more involved to her? No, she was so much obsessed with him. See, this is where it gets interesting. I have fully legal documents that say she still does by Nichol, but changed the last name and would never swear by it. Zowoki, hence, I think we need to show documents. What? But the way that, and I'm not saying, Kelly, I think you would use this against me. I've wanted to show people that are on YouTube, but I'm afraid if it gets in the wrong hands, it's going to spiral out of control. And I promised that person that gave it to me that it would never be released. And I'm not saying that you would release it. I just need to make sure that I count my chickens. If she had been to Chris Bot's house before, why did she? That's another thing, Jovi girl. Why would you have to Google if you've already been there? You know how to get there. That's where Jim comes into play. Why is it that we have to leave Jim alone, yet he was your alibi? You showed up an hour before you clocked out. You called your sex therapist twice, and then you went home. Okay. Claims that Shanann harmed the girls. The only reason why I think he said that he claimed that Shanann did it is because the story behind it, that Tammy did just to bring out his like dark side, he went with it. Oh yeah, that NK's cousin video, fake as F. What did Kelly say? Question, does anyone believe that chick? Oh, I have information that shows that it is NK. It is NK. I have programs that are used by my computer science nerds. They have information you've never even dreamed of on how to see if this person is. It's like stuff that I shouldn't have. I have military friends that have so many different hobbies. It's scary. This is how smart criminal the Russian. I'm gonna have to look at that channel. Jim was her designed alibi, designed as one of from the start. This is how smart criminal the Russian is. What's the channel called, Dominic? I think honestly, Nichol should be held accountable. She's looking at 5 to 15 years in prison because of what she knew, what she, like, you know, like Gypsy, where she told this person to do it. She should be held accountable. Do I think she should be in there for life? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. That was disgusting. The fact that you will not release the information makes me, I can't, I need to do it respectfully. And the person that sent it to me can be exposed by Nichol if I release it. And her safety is my importance. And I'm not going to release it. And if the people think that they're going to come after me and like the death threats that have said, well, we're going to blank you and take your computer. Do you realize how much of this information is spread out between people that I know? It's not just with me. I have my contingencies planned. OTO direct crime. Ooh, I might have to take a look at that. Well, I did the same and I need originator permission, but we are missing one piece we need and someone out there may have it. It's been stuck there for years. I wholeheartedly believe with you, Kelly. The information is there. It's just covered by deception and crooked people. I do believe that she should be tried for some involvement. But how deep that involvement goes is we're trying to prove it. The evolution makes people ask, was he minimizing something else? Why did he say we? We had shovels. Who's we? We did this. Again, who's we? They don't even have to ask Nichol these questions. Or like when they talk about what was the prisoner? Was it Dave or the other one? He was willing to take a lie detector test. They said, nah, he's not credible. What? How is he not credible? If he's credible or not, hooking up to a lie detector test gives us a baseline if he's telling the truth and if we should actually, we don't even have to bring NK in. Just question Chris. Ask him 3 questions. Unapologetically me for her deep dives. She is a busy mom. She's a busy spouse. So she definitely has a lot going on. So, oh, Chris was burying NK on Alive the Girls. It could be a possibility. But we need to get the first spark in the Nichol Kessinger case. This is not about the Chris Watts case anymore. It's the Nichol Kessinger case. I believe it is a friend who plays both sides YouTube channels and mistress herself. I think Kelly's right. There's a person that keeps the information under wraps. Okay. Or is this trying to, or just trying to psychologically distance himself from what he did? Most investigators lean towards the latter. Offenders often reshape narratives to reduce the blame because they don't want to look bad. The timeline gaps. There are still debated areas. Exact sequence of events inside the house. Why certain digital data, phone activity, movements doesn't perfectly align with his statements or hers. Her phone pinged in the Frederick, Colorado. Okay, prove it. Why did it ping there? Was she there? Was she not there? Was she driving by? Again, we've gone down this avenue. We can do even more data. But the only time that her phone pinged in Frederick, Colorado was the times that she actually said she was at the Chris Watts house. She talks about the room, the books. She can't see that from the foyer. She would have actually physically had to go up into the foyer to describe what she said was inside the book, in the playroom. She loved the colors that were in there. Martin Dehan, who's that? She talks about the basement. How would you be able to know the basement that legit at that time unless you were in the basement? I wholeheartedly think that they slept around in that house. They said that they found smaller handprints than Chris's that are not Shanann's. Dominic, I've never looked at Martin Dehan. Who's that? Let me type in Martin Dehan. Hold on. Martin. Another YouTube channel? Uh-oh. Oh, it's a moderator. Yeah, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. When it comes to AD, I'm not touching it. I'm not going down that avenue. I'm respectfully keeping with the Rusek's narrative that I'm only doing this to protect Shanann's legacy and to find out if there is more to the story through NK. Again, I've always said this. Do not go to their houses. The Ruseks, the Watts, leave them alone. Don't be going to the Watts house as a memorial or like an icon of crime. There's no need to go there. People have asked me to go there, or they said, I live like 3 miles away. Do you want pictures? No, I don't want it. Neighbors captured photo evidence of the odd truck license plate, the one that tossed a can and so, ooh. Dude, YouTube. Oh, I'm not touching that. I just want the information about NK. That's all I'm looking at. I heard he won his case, but I'm not talking bad about anybody. Like, people sit there and say that I'm talking bad about Cindy. I disagree what Cindy said. I don't hate her. I just disagree. You shouldn't say that and expect not to get backlash. Oh, we knew how she was. Don't say that. Leave the Watts family alone. Leave the Ruseks alone. They've been through enough. Let's look at NK. If I wanted NK's life to be completely destroyed, I could say where she lives. I'm not going to say that. Patty had an interview with the band. Oh, really? Patty had an interview with AD? The gaps fuel the speculation, but they're not unusual in cases where the only living witness is the offender. The role of Nichol Kessinger. How far does this go down? Okay. This is where most controversy lives. Again, we can't stand people, but let's not be negative or disrespectful. We can talk, discuss, but still be respectful. And I have never, to this day, have said, people can go through my phone and my computers. I have nothing to hide. Or, oh, Dave, yeah, I'm not. That's as far as I'm saying. I'm not saying anything more. Because I forgave that person. I don't want to talk about them negatively. I'm a man of God. I want to do this respectfully. Nope. It's on Patreon. Who's Patreon? See, I'm not having a Patreon. I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for donations. The only reason why I get paid from YouTube is the advertisement in the video. You can turn them off. There's called ad blockers. Premium not only gives you no ads, but it also gives you music. It gives you other benefits when you do the premium. But the only reason why I get paid from the videos that I make is through the ads. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for donations. Do not do that. I'm not saying anything rude, but I can't stand. I understand what you're saying, Don. I just want to make sure, because people have come at me sideways saying that Patty's Patreon, oh, it's free. Okay, I'm not doing Patreon. I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. There's so much to have to deal with on each platform. Nichol was obsessed with Shanann, not Chris. I think she was obsessed with what Shanann built. The jealousy was there. People can be jealous for random people. It's ridiculous. Why be jealous? Jealousy is such an evil thing. And I'm sick of plea deals. Stop giving these people plea deals. Why are we doing? Give them the book. Throw the law at them. Make it look like they need to be, like the law is. I'm so sick of making the law look so soft. I don't think Chris did the kids. I think Nichol did, or somebody else. I don't also think Chris had help. Oh yeah. The more, and then I'm finding out there's information that shows that NK was at the house. I have information that shows that she was there on Sunday before she went home and then called Chris. And I can't show it. I do not like blank, and I was a little surprised he was in it. I understand Forever Autumn. I just don't want to talk about this individual. I said my piece. We had our discrepancies. I don't want drama. I'm so sick of drama. I'm 37, will be 38. Yeah, I'm staying away from it. I'm not. I want to find the facts. I want to find the truth. Yes, I watch videos that are non-factual, but that's for us to watch and debate and discuss and either use it or throw it away. People from overseas tried to yeah. People have nothing better to do. Do not. You're asking for it. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, zip it. Let's move on. I'm not talking about anything here about those individuals. I just want to leave it alone. I hate drama. I want nothing but peace, and I want to dig down what I've started this for. So, yeah, let's continue. Again, I think honestly, in the military, affairs is a legal issue in the military. You can be tried in the military for adultery. I think it should be a public thing for adultery. I mean, how many different countries have adultery as China, Japan? I mean, the list goes on. Korea. If you have adultery or a mistress, it is a criminal offense. Those narratives conflict, my friend. They do. And a lot of the times, we either debug them or say, I don't think that's what's happening. I'm just a buddy that we're watching with. That's literally what it is. We're sitting on the couch through the computer. We talk about it. We discuss it. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. Adultery should be a criminal thing in America. I think it should. 80,000 historical records with the surname. Surname of who? Okay. She deleted, that's another thing. She communicated with him heavily leading up to the murders. And the only day she doesn't talk to him is the day of the murders. She deleted messages and searches for info about the case afterwards. How many of you ladies, please tell me, because you are ladies, I'm not a lady. Kashmir, hello. When you went through a bad breakup, did you delete everything? Yeah, we're chit-chatting. And I'm just doing it on the computer. We're just chit-chatting. We're discussing, we're debating, it just because it's online, people are offended by it. But when you went through a divorce or you went through a breakup, did you delete your messages? Or did you keep them because you wanted them to you wanted to use them for a later date? Or you did still love them, but you can't be with them because of how you loved their good, but you hated their bad. There's girls that I've been with before that I kept their text messages for a little bit. Not saying now, but I kept it because I loved the good side of them, but I hated the bad side. I kept it for a little bit. I kept pictures, but in the end, I deleted it a few months down the line or a year later. No, didn't delete anything. See? I think ritual went on that night. Nichol did some weird stuff. She definitely, no, didn't delete. See, why would you delete something because he disgusted you? A lot of these ladies, they kept things. And then later on down the road, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe months down the road, then they delete it. But people don't delete things like that. I still have text messages from people I haven't talked to in like 2 years, and I haven't, and I don't delete things. I probably should, but Patreon is not only to get money, I'm able to put content on there. Oh, I did not know that. I thought Patreon was more of a paid platform. So that is my bad. I think maybe I thought Patreon was more of a softer side like OF. Because I've seen so many girls use Patreon as a former OF type ability. So I just stayed away from it. I did not know that. So that was my apology. I didn't because it was before cell phones, right? Like emails and so forth. So Martin Decoder, I love Martin Decoder. No, I think she's talking about somebody else, Reddish. Might delete, but not 2 days, right? You would want to prove your innocence, like Amber Fry. She proved that she wasn't involved. Here, take my, where's my phone? Oh, right here. Take my phone, take my computer. Like those people that sat there and said that I was sending hate people to hurt the Watts family. Prove it. Take my computer, take my phone. I can prove it all day long. I never said anything. I can prove it. But can Nichol prove that she wasn't involved? We can't, because she deleted a lot of that information. Okay, let's see where. So she deleted messages and search info. Well, okay, this is another thing with I have a lot of ladies in here. Why would you? I know women love to Google dresses because they're pretty. But if you are looking at wedding dresses, are you looking at them because you have a guy in mind? He's a crucial person in the Watts case. He might be. I just don't want to put my. It's like, you know that this bucket can fill this jar, but I'm not going to fill this jar with. I don't know this person. I don't want to go down the avenue. I want to look at this respectfully, legal, and I don't want drama. Yeah, the unlimited phone call. All Nichol Kessinger says is, I don't know. And they went off of it. They didn't ask any more questions. They asked Chris about this unlimited phone call. Do you remember it? We talked about a whole bunch of different things. And they were like, okay. Excuse me, what? If you wanted to email to discuss, I'd be interested. Kelly, didn't you just tell me not to look into the MD guy? I've never looked at wedding dresses before planning my wedding. I think when women look at wedding dresses, they have a person that they're with that they want to look into. Do a lot of women look at wedding dresses if they're not with anybody? Again, I'm a female. I don't look at dresses. I look at toys. So I'm asking you guys. Thank you for all being here. Please make sure to hit the like button to support Zowoki. Yes, please hit that like button. Yes, I know that they were pissed about that flight. They were pissed about the late flight. I think so too. Nichol was very controlling. She was controlling, but in a very manipulative way. OF is offending female. Don't even get me started with OF. I think it's a program or thing that needs to be removed. You're willing to show your booty hole for $3, which is less than a Fortnite battle pass. No one wants to see your chocolate star for $3. Military tribunal. The Constitution protects civilians from the type of prosecutions. Military tribunal. Oh, you're talking about military crime, right? I would only ask if I got married, right? You don't just look at random wedding dresses. You might walk by like David's bridal and go, oh, that's pretty. But you're not purposely going out and looking at wedding dresses just randomly. You might look at like cute dresses that you saw in a store. But I don't think that purposely somebody is looking at wedding dresses just randomly for 2 hours. You know who you are, Nicole. Not the starfish. But that's what's wrong with the OF anymore. They said statistically 1 in 3 girls uses OF as a source of income. Women, you have so much more. Again, I can't speak on the women because I'm not a woman. But you have so much more respect and love for yourself than putting yourself on there and showing your goods. I think the wedding dress was a ritual. Interesting. I never thought about that. Wedding dresses was for a real wedding. She wanted to be the first. She didn't want to be the second. I miss your face. Yeah, I don't want to hear that giggle anymore. I would only look at wedding dresses if I was actually engaged. Thank you. Or you wanted to marry that person, right? She was Googling wedding dresses because she wanted to be married to him. She didn't want to be second anymore. She wanted to be first. Not around here. I live in the Bible Belt. I understand. You probably have the 2 people that don't do the OF. You got to get that money, but you got to get it the right way. Just because you're getting money as being a drug dealer doesn't mean that's the right way to get it. Brother-in-law got court-martialed. Oh, yeah. You can get seriously in trouble through the military. I've had buddies, because I worked in the legal system in the military for a little bit because I had a hip issue. I cracked my hip on this left hip. My hip bone underneath the socket, hairline fracture. So I was not able to go to certain places for a little bit. So instead of being in the maintenance room the maintenance motor pool for a little bit, I was sent to the legal department, which I did legal for a year. The amount of people that got in trouble in Article 15s and UCMJs because of adultery was astronomical. Yeah, NK looks desperate. She wanted Shanann's life. All good. You can set up free and also paid memberships. It allowed me to share. I don't know if I could do that though. That's another platform I'd have to work on. And people don't realize that I sit in front of my computer from like 8 o'clock in the morning till almost 11 o'clock at night doing content creating. It's a lot of work. And I'm so blessed to be able to do this for a living. But I don't just do Chris Watts content. I do funny content. I do nerd content, scary content, laughing content. Like I do so much more. All good. Wanted to be the first special. Yeah, she wanted to be the first. She wanted to give Chris all his first, but she can't give him all the firsts because he's had all the firsts already. He's already been married. She hasn't. He's already had kids. She doesn't. Probably the only thing that she got to do first was butt stuff. But anywho, why people question her? Deleted text raise suspicion. Why remove the evidence? If you have nothing to hide, why remove it? And then for those haters, they're like, just get on with it. Move on. This is what we're talking about. Do you not see this? And they're just like, you get over it. Move on. People are still not over the Holocaust. People are still not over the Sandy Hook shooting. Just because we're talking about it doesn't mean we're trying to be disrespectful or making money off of it. We're allowed to talk about it and discuss and debate. But because we do that, people are against it, and then we have to be canceled. We're allowed to say it. People are so cancel happy anymore. People use my content. Am I going after them and yelling at them to take it off? No. I watch the paranormal body cam footages. I'm just obsessed with the what, right? We all have our avenues of information that we like to obtain. If you don't like it, it's called swipe up. Am I going to Google, or if I don't like the Hallmark channel. My mom loves the Hallmark channel, but am I going to go Hallmark and say that they're stupid because they keep making content? No. I've been enjoying your other videos. They're so much fun. Well, thank you, Patricia. I'm so sorry. Sending you much love, Shay. What's going on with Shay? Hold on. I'm trying to read everybody. That's I would bless a bride to be with it. Like donating a wedding dress? What? NK was severely damaged by her family's breakup. It does things to people. She might OF, I can't say it on YouTube because apparently that word is bad. It's a program where people, ladies, that use it to show off their physique in either somewhat risque or completely exotic. It's like pretty much Pornhub. I can't say the PORN because that's against YouTube guidelines, but it's pretty much a self-service Pornhub of all things that they can show on their website, and it's disgusting. That people are just, they turn 18 and then they think they're just going to show their kuka to everybody. There's things that people don't know that I've done for people, and I'm not looking for public recognition. I help other people, and I love helping people. I love giving to people and making them smile. I told you about the female wedding ponytail. Did you ever find out that footage I told you about with the female wearing a ponytail in Nate's footage? You might have to refresh my memory, Heather. If you saw my DMs, which I can't show because there's people's personal names in there, there's so many messages and I try to get through them all. I wouldn't doubt that NK could be some, you know, those OF channels that people have that they show from here down. That's it. She probably has it for all I know. And she's just showing off her kuka to everybody else again. Some of the statements appear inconsistent or incomplete. Like when you read her text messages, they don't make sense because there's things that have been removed. I know how much a wedding means. Amazing woman who could be happy to wear this thing. What, Kelly, did you give like your wedding dress away? Is that what I'm understanding? I feel like I'm missing some context here that I didn't read. The intensity and timing of her relationship with the Watts. Public perception that she wasn't scrutinized as heavily. I'm live. Ooh. Oh. As long as they don't come on the screen, they don't go past the door. I don't want them on the screen, but they can look. Don't go past this door frame. Then you're on camera. I don't want you guys on camera. Let's make it channel live action to donate this dress. We're talking Chris Watts. So love you. You can come in. Just go right. Yeah, just stay right there. A lot. Okay. This has taken me 20 to 30 years to collect. This has not been like 1 or 2 years. This has taken me years. Let's see. There is no public confirmation evidence that she knew about particular or participated in the Watts murders. Law enforcement did not find grounds to charge her because they didn't try. Please announce I have a gorgeous... Okay. Everybody, Kelly from Watts the Obsession has announced that a gorgeous brand new wedding dress, size 10, I would strip or ship to anyone who would be interested in it. It was my best friend's, and I like the person who needs it listening. That's what Kelly wanted to spout out. What size? What size and number? Somebody's got a dress for 10, size 10. Kelly, can you message me? Because somebody's looking for a dress that I'm with. What do you think? Yeah, I don't need... but if you could show me pictures, Kelly, my mistress might look at it. It takes 6 more weeks to become a sexy empanada. Okay, let's see. Let's read down here. We're gonna have to get off here very soon here in the next 20 minutes, guys, because I have more videos to make. Analytically possibilities without jumping to conclusions. Scenarios A, no involvement. That's my... Guys, give me 1 to 2 minutes and I'll be right back, okay? Just stay with me. I'll be right back. Somebody wants to see my collection that's here that my missus takes care of and so forth, and I just don't want them on camera. So I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I had a couple. My fiance takes care of some kids sometimes, part of her job, and they love to look at the toys and stuff. So I just wanted to show them quick. Are you leaving? No. Where'd you put them? Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep it open, bring some fresh air in here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're gonna get finished here. We got another 10 more minutes. I do apologize for that brief little intermission. The kids just wanted to look at everything, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, they loved all this stuff." Okay, so where would we leave off here? So scenario A: no involvement was supported, or most supported. Watts acted alone. And I would like you guys, don't tell me which one you think yet. So there's scenario A, scenario B, scenario C. Wait to say which one until probably has a mask on, full sword fight on. What you don't know is what happens after I end the stream and I play with my toys. I'm God touche kind of thing. Okay, so let's read them first, and then before we get off here, let's say which scenario, and then obviously I would love to know if you guys want me to continue doing some Zowoki live or some Chris Watts lives. It's been almost like a year and some odd change that I've done a Chris Watts live, but we can also do other crimes. Normally I would do like gaming and building and stuff. I would like to incorporate sometimes to have like a crime live here and there, but I'm just stopping to pound the like button. Good to see you. Well, thank you, Mary, so much for pounding that like button. So let's read here. We got 8 more minutes here. So scenario A: no involvement, which is the most supported right now. Watts acted alone. He was motivated by desire for new life. Kessinger's behavior: she deleted text messages. She distanced herself equals panic and self-protection. This aligns with the official findings as of right now. There were 3 peds on that bed, and 2 of them at 2 if those were NK. Who knows? Now, scenario B: indirect influence, psychological but not criminal. The relationship accelerated his decisions. He was pressured, real or perceived, contributed to his mindset, not still legal involvement, but emotional relevant. This is plausible, and an often case or discussion is behavioral analysis. Now, last but not least, the scenario C: the hidden involvement, requires evidence of knowledge, planning, participation. Right now, we can't say, it's not verified evidence that supports this. No charges, no collaborated proof. This remains speculation, not substantial facts. Now, for my Zowokians and people that are in chat, exhibit or scenario A, scenario B, and scenario C. That's all you have to say. You don't have to describe why you say it. Just, I want to know exactly scenario A, scenario B, or scenario C. And go. We'll give it a couple minutes to see what you guys post right now. The Freemasons, I'm not touching the Freemasons. I'm not getting on the bad side of Freemasons. I'm not even touching that subject. I don't even want to deal with it, to be honest. Jenna, I know of 2. I have pictures of 2. Since Chris. Yeah. I have pictures. All right, guys, let's get those scenarios in. I want to see what we're talking about. Are we talking about scenario A, scenario B, or scenario C? Make it a little bit bolded here. So which scenario are we looking at? Seeing a lot of B's. So far we think that it's indirect influence. The relationship accelerated the decision. Pressure, relieved or perceived, contributing to his mindset. Still not legal involvement, but emotional. So when you guys say B, that means that she is not going to be tried or looked at or sent to jail. C would technically be imprisonment. Unless I'm not understanding this myself. I'm just very interested to see what you guys think. So far, no A's. So I would say right now we're more towards B, but a little of A. Unless you're deaf. What do you mean by deaf? Huh? Why would you I wouldn't date her. I wouldn't date her if I was blind or deaf. I feel like I'm going to sleep. I'm not feeling well. Please, Trinity, get some sleep. I'll be praying for you to hopefully get more health and strength. But you take care, Trinity, and get some sleep, okay? Hi, great channel. C, well, thank you, Julie. B, moo, 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 moo. We got 3 more minutes, guys, and we'll be getting off for today. I think NK deserves to be in prison. Not for life, unless she unalived those girls, but I do believe that about 5 to 10 years that she could be held liable or reliable because she pressured. It might not be legal involvement, but emotional makes you do a lot of things. Emotions are a bad thing in a murder case. Because Gypsy, you know, in that case, she had emotions. She manipulated her boyfriend at the time to commit that crime. Single, not ready to mingle. Some people just don't want to be with anybody. They just rather be by themselves, and that's healthfully fine. Yeah, we definitely want to be prison 5 to 10. I think so, honestly. I'm switching back to my account. I'm using my mom's. My account isn't visible in Z's chat. Don't know why. I think it's because you're using your mom's. I hope everyone has a good afternoon. And Mrs. Z, Mr. Z, I think you're doing a wonderful job. Well, thank you, Luis. You have a great day. 1 more minute, guys. We're going to get off. So, in conclusion, why the case still feels unresolved. A lot of you guys look like B to C. I saw no A's. The brutality versus Watt's calm demeanor. That's what pisses us off. His incomplete, conflicted confessions. Missing why that fully satisfies people. The emotional weight of the victims. And how many there were. There were 4. Not 3. There were 4. Nico is included. I hate when they say fetus. I hate when they don't include him. He was just as important. Just because he wasn't born doesn't mean he's not important. Thank you for the floating heart. Well, yeah, if she had gone to prison at the time of the case happening, she'd be out and no, this case would not be talked about. I guarantee that's what would happen. Have a great day, Zowokians. Looks like everybody's getting ready to get out. Again, last but not least, before we get out of here, Watts right now is solely responsible based on the evidence and convictions. Questions about Kessinger stem from her behavior that looks suspicious, but suspicion is not proof right now. That's why we try to find the actual proof. Greetings from Sweden. Hello. The remaining mystery is less about hidden accomplices and more about human psychology that doesn't neatly explain itself. So, Definitely, unfortunately, right now, we have to say that it's suspicious. It's suspicion. We tried to prove. We're trying to prove. But as of right now, we can't do anything because the DA that's in there wants nothing to do with this case whatsoever anymore. Does that mean we're not going to talk about it? No. We're going to talk about it. Jenna sent chili for 6 jewels. Chili? I could definitely go. Going to Rocks. Tell her I still want to join hers. Or I want to do a collab. I messaged her twice. Again, thank you guys all for being here. I'm blessed to have all of you guys. Take care. Go over to Rocks. Give her some love. I can't send my chat there like you can on Twitter. Or not Twitter. Twitch. So go give her some love. Again, I will be posting videos throughout today. More or less, my Sundays are going to be a little bit less uploads because Zowoki needs a day off. And I've been working nonstop since December. I just need a day off here and there. I'll still upload. There's a new Twin Paranormal. Ooh, I might need to go see that. But I'll still upload, but it's going to be a little bit more of a lighter day in uploads, which will be Sundays from now on. So tell everybody, let them know that Sundays are going to be a bit lighter of a day. Take care, guys. Remember, God is there for you. He loves you. Give him your heart. And don't be afraid to pray. Don't think that praying is needing to be perfect words. He wants to talk to you. He wants you to have faith in him. He wants you to be there for him, with him, and to be with him. Please take care, guys. Be safe. God bless. And keep nerding on. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.